What did you say to the dog before? Leave it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we always say to the dog. It's better than being a dumb one. Hey, welcome to the Intelligent Donkey.
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, she has no clue what's going on. We got a video for you today that goes back to an album that was released just 4 days before we got married.
Okay.
So we're going back to 1983. By the time the album was released, there already was a single that was out for about a month, and I know you know the single. We're not going to do the single, but you know the song "Owner of a Lonely Heart."
Yep.
Yep. Well, we're going to do a different song, but from the same album.
Okay.
This is the band Yes. This will be just on my screen here. Yes went through, I mean, you're familiar with the band Yes as well for other reasons. Well, songs like Roundabout and Long Distance Run Around and Close to the Edge and stuff like that. But Yes went through a whole bunch of lineup changes. The version of the band Yes that we're going to listen to now consists of John Anderson on vocals, Chris Squire on bass, Tony Kaye on keyboards, and all three of them were original members of the band. Alan White, the drummer for this iteration of Yes, came in as of just after the album Close to the Edge. Before that, Bill Bruford was the keyboard player, or was the drummer, I mean. Rick Wakeman was the keyboard player for their classic lineup. He left, he did not return. Trevor Rabin was the keyboard player and guitarist for this version of Yes. Some of the other members that didn't come back, if you will, because it was kind of a reunion of Yes for this album after they broke up in 1980. Some of the members went on to form a supergroup called Asia. You probably heard of them. Some others later formed a group called Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe. Anderson came back for this, but Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe were all members of Yes for their classic lineup that are not part of this version of Yes. So this version of Yes consists of some members of the classic lineup and some members that were newer and a mix of things, in other words. The version of Yes that got together for this were initially not going to call themselves Yes. They were going to call themselves Cinema. Cinema. Now, that was what resulted in eventually was that on this album, they weren't originally going to have John Anderson back, the lead vocalist. He did come back, though, and so they changed the name back to Yes. And they recorded a song called Cinema that they used as the opening track to side 2 of the album. The album, by the way, is called 90125, which for a long time back in the 80s I thought was a zip code. I thought that perhaps they came to L.A. or something like that and recorded there, because 90125 is a legit zip code in Los Angeles, California.
Is it a date?
No, it's the catalog number in the Atco Record Company catalog.
Oh, wow.
But any which way, they called their album 90125. They opened the album with Owner of a Lonely Heart. But then they opened side 2 with what I really thought when I had this album on cassette tape for a long time. I thought they would have done better having opened with Cinema, just because it's like a lot of other bands have done. They open with a short instrumental song before jumping into a hit single. And the song that follows it is a hit single. It was the third single from the album.
Okay.
It was released in February of '84. So by
what
that
was
time,
that one?
Leave It.
Okay.
So I'm going to call this up here, and we're going to listen to how the introduction to Leave It Cinema, how that kind of rolls into that song.
Okay.
All right, and I got a lyric video for the Leave It part. So here's how it goes. All right, let's get this straight. There we go. There's how it looks. Very 80s sounding. Love to hear that with Steve Howe on guitar.
I can feel no sense of measure, no illusions as we take refuge in young man's pleasure, breaking down the dreams we made real.
And of course, what you got there is, it sounds like it's 3 or 4 voices. It's 2.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
John Anderson and Trevor Rabin. That's all there are for that.
One down, one to go. Another town, one more show. Downtown, you giving away, but you never came back.
I remember hearing this,
Okay.
but I don't remember it real well.
Yeah, I thought you'd recognize it, perhaps, because it's
that first part right there, one down, one to go.
the first part of the verse.
Yep. I remember that. But I never did listen to the song a whole lot.
Okay.
No phone taking place, you know what I mean. We have the same intrigue as the Carter Kings.
Every time you say that,
Sorry, y'all, I gotta
think of this.
frog my throat.
Two down, there you go. Car to car, gonna drive up snow. No time to dig it out, better lay your claim.
Have you figured out what the song's about?
No.
It's about being on the road, mainly in the UK. They list several places in the UK, and leave the road, getting off the road so they can just get home and relax.
Oh, okay. That's what the Hello Heaven's about.
Sense of measure, no illusions as we take refuge in our mind's pleasure, breaking down the dreams we made real.
One down, one to go. Another town with one more show. One down, one to go. Another town with one more show.
And that's how it ends.
Wow.
Cute, fun little song.
Yeah.
It dominated our early days of our marriage.
Huh.
It was on the radio constantly during that winter, February, March of '84.
I'd have thought I would have heard it then a lot more.
Yeah, well,
Because
maybe.
I was listening to a lot of radio back then.
Yeah. It also reminds me of when I worked for a mom and pop radio, TV, stereo company
Yeah.
in a neighboring town. This was back before Best Buy and all the other big box
Yep.
stores like that. We sold stereos, we sold TVs, we sold satellite dishes in
Yep.
the early
Back
days.
then we had Radio Shack.
And then we had Radio Shack too. But I remember turning on MTV
Okay.
and noting the fact that they did that. I remember at least 3 different versions of the
Oh,
video
wow.
for that 3 different versions of the video.
Wowza.
Now, what I found out later, in fact, I didn't find out about this for sure until just recently. They didn't do just 3 different versions of the video. They did 18
Oh my
different
goodness.
versions of that video.
Wow.
And one of them, I want to play just a piece of here. It's not, this too is not one of the videos per se, but one of the videos that they did for this, call it up here, is a version that sounds like this. I'm not going to bother with the video aspect of it here. I'm just going to, I'm going to make sure we can hear the audio. But listen to this.
I can feel no sense of measure, no illusions as we take refuge in young
Starts out the same.
Yeah.
breaking down the dreams we make real.
One down, one to go. Another town and one more show. Downtown, you're giving away, but you never came back. No phone to take your place. Do you know what I mean? We have the same intrigue as the Carter Kings.
No instruments.
That's funny.
The a cappella version.
That is
even.
funny.
That's one of the 3 different versions of this that I saw.
I can feel no sense of measure, no illusions as we take.
We'll get the first part here at least.
Refuge in young man's pleasure.
They call this the official video,
Okay.
but it's just one of the versions that I saw.
heads are spinning.
Yeah.
That's creepy. That's really creepy.
One down, one to
Somebody in editing said, "Hey, look what we can do," and they're like, "Do it."
Yeah, let's do that.
go. Another town and one more show. Downtown, you given away, but you never came back. No phone to take your place, do you know what I mean?
Oh wow.
We have the same intrigue as the Carter Kings.
Somebody in editing was like, "Look at all this cool stuff we can do."
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, "Do it all."
Anyway,
do it all.
Yeah, every time that we yell at the dog,
Any of the dogs.
Well, yeah, right in back you here is the Bebop here. Yeah, there she is.
We started it with your dog though,
And that's true.
the black one.
But we yell at them, trying to get
Here.
at our food or whatever here. And
That one right there.
That one there, yeah. the yawning Daisy, whose name is everything else but.
Yep.
But we yell, "Leave it!" And every time that she says that or I say that, it's like,
The song.
I think of this song. Which way? I don't know.
That's funny.
Anyway, yeah, it's got the weird official video. It's got at least two others, one of which is the a cappella version of it, where they're upright instead of upside down throughout most of it.
Okay.
There's one where they flip them.
Just do weird stuff.
Yeah, and this is back in, of course, the glory days, the height, really, of MTV. Back when they really were music television.
Well, and if you think about it, that was right around the time that I remember all this different fun editing stuff
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
came about.
when the really creative editing processes
Things
started
that
happening.
you couldn't do before, all of a sudden you can do them now.
Well, like she said, somebody was having a bit of fun here. Yes would later reunite all of their classic lineup together.
Okay.
In other words, Rick Wakeman would return on the keyboards. He's one of the greatest keyboardists to ever live, quite frankly. Bill Bruford, he spent time in King Crimson and a bunch of other bands, including Asia. And then that was Jeff Downs. Anyway, he get them all mixed up because they all scattered and went different directions. But in the long run, they did all come back together. And then one of their members, namely bassist Chris Squire, passed away just before they got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow.
But in a nice gesture, they invited Rush bassist and lead vocalist Geddy Lee to play Roundabout
Wow.
in their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance
Okay.
in place of Chris Squire, who had passed away actually a couple of years just before that. And that's appropriate mostly because Geddy Lee of Rush has said that the band that probably influenced Rush the most was Yes.
Huh.
So it was
Well, that's pretty cool.
nice double tribute
Yeah.
like that.
That's really neat.
Rush mentioned Yes in numerous influences. Yes cited Rush and invited Geddy Lee to play with them. It's a little bit of a surprise because on I can hear the influence of Yes in Rush, but when Rush put together their covers albums called Feedback, they played songs by The Who and the Zombies and a bunch of others, and no Yes songs. So I don't know.
Huh.
It's like, what? But I don't know. But I can see the influence of it nevertheless
Yeah.
in their music. So
Yeah.
All right. If you liked this song, if you liked the video, if you liked this,
fun.
if you actually like the fun reaction here, click the like button. It's good for the algorithm if you do that, and also, of course, most importantly, if you share this video on social media with your friends.
Yes.
Tell people, hey, this is a cool video. You should check it out. Things like that. And
the lady on there is especially cool.
Oh yeah, I mean. Yeah, Nana from Nana's Shenanigans. By the way, she has 2 channels. So
yes, I do.
She has 2 video channels. Look them up: Nana's Shenanigans and Crazy Crafting.
Yep.
And also,
don't look at crazy as the actual writing.
Yeah, it's spelled funny and looks funny. And
maybe I'll have him put it in the description.
Put a description, yeah. Send me a link over and I'll put that in there that way so we can get it exact.
Yeah.
All right. And if you're not subscribed already, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content, and don't be a donkey of limited intelligence. Instead,
be an intelligent donkey, y'all. Yeehaw!
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Have a good one, y'all.